A warm namaste and a big hello to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel and welcome to this particular session that we are into. And I'm being given a message over here, and let's see who resonates with it. If you do, then do mention in the comment section. So in this channeling session, I'm going to be talking about the masculine energy, the divine masculine energy. This is not gender specific, so whosoever carries the masculine template or the template that needs healing, because a lot of women need to heal their masculine template right now as we are having this conversation or this reading is being shared to you guys. And this is the reason why they are attracting distorted masculines, because the masculine template is not healed. So here the person who is in polarized masculine energy is projecting on from others, and I'm being shown that this person believes in unconditional love. There was a time that this person did not know much about unconditional love. So knowing and being in relationship is different, because you might think something to be love, but it may really not be love. So this person I'm being shown is now realizing what love actually means. Okay, so and this person is learning from the matrix reality experience, which is not that great for him, because basically this person chose him or her. Also, it can be in her also. If a man is attracted to this channeling, then for that person it's going to be a woman in the opposite sex, or whosoever it is. If you are in the same sex relationship, then the one who carries the masculine template, I am actually projecting that person's energy. So this person chose the karmic world, the karmic reality. Okay, now the karmic reality and the karmic world, all of it looks very attractive. It looks very attractive. There is a lot of materialism, there is a lot of apparent success. But I'm being shown that this person, after having some experiences in the matrix reality, this person is feeling very miserable. Not only they are feeling miserable, but they are also realizing that a lot of successful people around them are miserable. Most of them are on some kind of medicine, maybe anxiety pill, maybe depression pill. They maybe drink a lot of alcohol, maybe they consume some kind of drugs. They need to be up and running, and it is not really their natural energy, their organic energy. And this person is also feeling kind of trapped. Now, this same lesson was already learned by the feminine counterpart via the same thing, opposite polarity. Now, the only difference over here is the difference of timeline. So for one person, maybe lesson A, B, C will happen first, and while they are going through A, B, C, the other one is going through E, F, G. And now that this person is going through ABC, the feminine counterpart could be going through EFG. Okay, so some of the lessons coincide, and the coinciding happens later on when you get into the harmonization phase. But at this point in time, the feminine has definitely learned this lesson, and I can see this is the reason why the one who carried the feminine template was never really that attracted towards materialism or 3D things. Their attraction was more towards the esoteric world, towards the supernatural, towards unconditional love. They would sacrifice everything for unconditional love. If they would say that, okay, a person loves me, then I don't care how much that person earns or what that person is doing. Even if that person has a small house, it's okay. We can manage, we can live happily, we can live beautifully. After all, everybody doesn't have the same life. Another thing I want to say is that whosoever's energy I'm picking on the most today, whosoever that person is, wherever that person is, this person is representing the collective. And it means that because of that person's energy, we are all who are in the same boat are able to get this message. So I'm also very thankful to whosoever that person is, because of their inner work, because of whatever they are going through in life. So many other people are getting to learn, or so many other people are getting this information, this transmission, this relaying of message at this point in time, at the moment. But the masculine I was shown was not in that energy. The masculine was more like, I want this, I want that, I want that car, I want this house first, I want this career to happen, or certain things, were in the masculine's mind. But now this masculine, after not doing what the feminine counterpart was saying. And let me tell you one more thing, this can also apply to people in no contact situation. It can totally also apply to people who are living under the same roof. Because I work with a lot of people, so I have many couples who come to me for therapy. As in, the couple doesn't come, but one of them is coming to me, and many of them are married. Many of them are in relationships. So for those people who are in no contact or who are single right now, sometimes they go into a very negative zone that, I'm not even with my person, I'm not even with my twin flame, I'm not married to my divine counterpart. They feel bad about it. But every relationship has its own challenges. Even those who are in live-in relationships, they are having certain challenges. Why people get into therapy or why people get into energy healing, because it's about going to the right person at the right time. You can either go to a person and get completely confused because they may not be aware about the dynamics of this type of lifestyle. Your lifestyle is a very different lifestyle. And by saying this, I also want to request to all of you people to not tell me anything in advance. Like I say this multiple times, I have not been saying it for a long time. I just realized it today because a lot of people have been sharing many things about them, and I was just thinking, why are they all sharing so much? See, because when a person comes to me, then I use a lot of different multiple modalities. There is clairvoyance, there is clairaudience, there are tarot cards also over there. There is auto writing happening. I can see the visions. So in total, there are many things happening, and we get very accurate messages. Most people who come in the reading sessions, they mention this. They are very stunned by the accuracy. Sometimes they get very emotional. Sometimes they cry a lot. Sometimes they really don't know why they are crying, but because they are crying because they have not cried for a long time. They have pent it up within themselves. And as soon as they get into the session, because of the master's presence, because of the work that we do, that kind of gets released. That's why the therapies, that's why the reading sessions, the energy work is so damn successful for a lot of people. Sometimes people are like, oh my god, I didn't even know that this would turn out to be this way, because they don't plan to share so much. Some of them are very discreet, they don't plan to share much, and some of them are sharing a lot. Okay, so my thing is, don't share anything till the time I don't ask you to, and I always give a small, it's not a small actually, it's kind of an important step which has to be done before the reading. Okay, the time duration may differ depending on which country you're from. If you're from India, then we can have the same day readings. Like sometimes we can have same day reading also. Like in the morning, if you book the session, by evening we can do it, or depending on, whatever your flexibility is. I am not one of those people, who book the sessions, and if the person is not present, I will cancel them. No, I wait for people. I've always waited on my people. I have waited for people for 2 months also. But then other therapists or other energy healers will not do that. Once you book the appointment and you cannot make it, then it's cancelled. Guys, there are no refunds also. So when you book the sessions, be sure about it. Now, why am I talking about all these things is because this is a collective reading and someone's energy is popping out very strongly. Obviously, I don't know that person, but one thing I know about this person for sure is that they are very much drawn to a combination lifestyle. I can see the mountain right now and I can see the cities. Like whosoever this person is, they live in a place which is a fabulous city, but the snow-capped mountain can be seen also, like it is visible. And the buildings are very nicely made. The city is very clean. I don't know exactly what location it is, but I do see a water body also. So there is this connect with the physical location, because personally, water bodies is something that I feel we all need to be connected with. Okay, all of us need to be connected with. So whosoever this person is, this energy of both masculine and feminine is popping out a lot. So one person is with the masculine energy and other is more with the feminine. So one is definitely a female gender wise and another person is a male gender wise. Okay, so I'm picking on to both these people, which proves that both of them have tried. Like, it could be possible that it's a married couple and they decided to do something together. Okay, but the other one who had to go through the matrix reality and learn the lesson, who probably chose the materialistic, maybe job or maybe people or friends, and the other one was like, you know what, they're not nice, they're not good, you should not do this. The person was like, no, you don't know any better, come on, let me live my life, let me do my own things. So they did it, and later on they realized that my person was right. Okay, I see the color blue a lot. Blue is everywhere right now, like in and around this person. Of course, 100% blue is there. I also see the number 11, just the number 11, and I see 3 times 1, and I also see 2 times 2. So 22, 11 and 111. These numbers are being shown to me if it is relevant in some way. So basically what is happening is that this person first thought that they would be doing really well in the materialistic reality, in the materialistic world, but now they feel that no, it's not for them. And there is a sadness because in some cases, some of the feminines, females that I'm picking on are also kind of matriarchs. They are very powerful. So there could be some age difference also. It could be possible that the woman is elder to the man, or it could also be possible that the man is drawn to someone who's much younger to him. But it's not like, it's not a minor situation. The person is obviously an adult in their 20s. But I'm being shown that they have learned this lesson from the world itself. They met some successful people, they met some wealthy people, or they met some people who look very happy from the outside, like public image wise, social image wise, someone who's very popular, someone who seems to be having everything, like everything. If it's not about the cars and the houses, then they probably met someone who's got like a perfect family picture, going on. So they felt that this person's company would be right, or whatever they are saying that could be right. I do sense some black magic energy, some evil eye energy also. Guys, one thing I want to say to you today, in this channeling, I want to convey this, that I work with people who've got these spells and I help them release it. I work with them regularly. But I also want to say that there are 2 sides to this coin. Number 1, people who do black magic exist. Yes, they are mentally sick, I feel that. There are people who are always casting spells on other. Even wishing that other people should suffer, they should be miserable, they should not be happy, their business should not go well, their job should not go well, extreme amount of jealousy. And when a person is in extreme amount of jealousy and they say something at that time, even that is a spell. Some of you could be very shocked to know that English language actually comes from the book called Grimworld, which is book of spells actually, and the word grammar also comes from the word Grimworld. And that is why a lot of these words are called spellings. So English language that way is used mostly in black magic. Now in Hindi language also we have a specific department where people do tantra, mantra, sadhana and all that. There is a division of people who do that. But because we are the people who are in the light zone, we are the light workers, we are the volunteers, what we need to know always is that the most important power is the power of source. Nothing, no one can stand with source. When there is source, only the good people, only those who recognize source, only those who want to get integrated with source, because we all make mistakes, We all make mistakes, okay? We all get negative, we all get sad, we all say mean things for our own self. So sometimes you have to be careful about things we say for our own self also, because that can also be like spells. So maybe this is also related to that. Maybe it could be possible that the other person felt that there are some dark friends, so that's why I'm not completely stuck with cars or fancy things or wealth or money. Maybe they had this inkling that someone is not a nice person, they are dark, okay, they are doing some dark stuff, maybe they are doing dark magic. See, because we live in the world, we are in a journey, we definitely attract all this. We attract all this, we live a life like that, and nowadays this has become so common also. Everywhere it's happening. Educated people are also doing black magic. Good people are, like a person who's got everything is out of jealousy doing black magic because they don't have something, so they are casting spells on other. So that is one side of the coin, but the other side of the coin is the healing part. We need to be strong about the healing. We need to believe in the power of source. We also need to understand that there are certain things that shift psychologically also. We need to fix ourselves psychologically. So psychologically we can fix ourselves too, but when it comes to getting under the attack of something or someone, then we need to know that this would get okay, this would get better. So there are certain experiences that this person who carries the masculine template is going through right now. They are going through these experiences where they feel kind of, sometimes they feel attacked, sometimes they feel like sad, sometimes they feel miserable, they don't feel like doing much work. So they are reminiscing what their person had said. It could be a separation situation also, maybe. In the case of no contact separation, then I'm being shown it is purely materialistic stuff. But in the case of very close relationship, it could be possible that someone just wished that you guys separate, and maybe either they talked them out of that relationship, or they talked them out of that positive energy, or something else happened. Or maybe it is your own thing. The own programming is working out right now. The wounds are working out. The narcissistic abuse is working out. All of that is happening. So it can be one of these things also. So whatever the masculine template is observing right now is actually breaking their heart, because they had put a lot of effort in being where they are right now. They had probably given up a lot of things. They had sacrificed a lot, so they are feeling very bad because of the lost time. And maybe back in those days, some people probably, they appeared very friendly, very nice, very trustworthy, but now they realize that they were just sucking out their energy and their time and just basically distracting them away from their true love, from their truth and authenticity. So I do sense that there's a negative feeling also. So now it's this person's turn to figure things out, because the other template I told you, the opposite template, have already figured it out, and they are going through the lessons that they don't know about, or they did not know about, as to it is related to materialism only, like maybe generating resources, maybe doing some kind of work that they were very scared of, they didn't want to do it, maybe now they're getting into it. So it's like both parties are giving their final shot for something, even though I think in this case the masculine, whosoever the masculine person is slightly younger. There is some age gap I'm being shown. So they also had those particular lessons to learn, which were happening because of the ego, because of the, not knowing some stuff, because of age issues, or just, them not being going through those things from their family structure, not getting it from the family structure at all. And when they met the feminine, the person with polarized feminine energy, they were like, oh no, this is totally not real, this is complete bullshit, this doesn't happen, I don't think so, everything is about effort, everything is about 3D, everything is about your actions. And the person was like, no, everything is not only about actions, it's about energy. So there was this war between action and energy. and that is what is being shown to me over here. So definitely the masculine template is learning from the matrix reality right now, not from the spiritual inner work, definitely from the matrix reality. One more thing, I'm being shown that this person is feeling a bit bad because they probably made some commitment about the mission work, or they said that we will be together. There was a lot of excitement in the feminine person, whosoever carried that template, and they made a lot of plans, and the plans were very very like real plans, and they were probably even getting executed to a certain percentage, but this person backed out. And when he backed out, this person did not fulfill the commitments, did not communicate properly either. They were probably coming together for a project, or some kind of collaboration was going on. And despite knowing each other's likings, despite knowing everything, the truth was like out there, the masculine did not fulfill the word or the commitment because of lack of trust. Lack of trust, fear of future, uncertainty, all these things were there. Okay, so the commitment is very important, on this planet. Importance of sticking to your commitment is the most important thing, especially if you're a volunteer, especially if you're a light worker, especially if you're a person who relates with starseed energy. For you, your word really matters a lot. So here this person did not stick to their word, usually was never fulfilling, just giving commitment like it's distribution of snacks and cookies and candies, that way this person was making commitments. And now it could be possible that someone made some commitment to them which they completely relied on, 100% they relied on it, they left everything on that commitment, and then boom, it didn't happen. That person backed out, or that person just changed suddenly overnight. So now they are realizing that what the other person must have gone through when they did the same thing to them. This person is also realizing that they pretended a lot around the commitment thing, but like yes, okay, it will be done. Like there was so much assurance given. So one thing is to say, okay, I'll do it, I will try to do it. And the other thing is to give assurance, to convince someone, to persuade someone. To persuade someone means that you are the one who's making that effort. You are the one who is locking a person into a relationship or into a commitment or into a dynamic. And after locking a person into it, how can someone back out like that? It is so much like the betrayal energy. It is so bad. But we don't judge anyone. This journey is so beautiful that we don't judge anyone. We always see it like this, that the other person needs to learn the lesson. They have not learned the lesson yet, so it's okay. Let them go. It is like saying, if you love a bird, you let it go. If the bird loves you back, the bird will fly back to you on its own. If it doesn't, it was never yours, It's not just about the bird. I think I live with a lot of street animals, and there are so many of them who come to me every day. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to invite them. I don't have to look for them. I don't have to scream their name or anything. But at a certain stipulated time, they are at my gate. They are at my gate, or even if, the house babies, sometimes they leave, they run away. They come back. They will come back after 10 minutes. They all know where they live. It's because they love you. And sometimes you're trying very hard. Like there was one time I remember, I was trying to rescue this animal, and it was a very difficult rescue. We catched that dog really with a lot of hard work and effort. And she was kept in a room, and everything was done. The medication was given. The treatment was done. It was a very difficult, painful case to watch also. But the dog broke the door and ran away. Made a big hole in the door and ran away. And for the next few days, it was just about searching the dog. We were just searching, and it was never to be found. And then I had to get into the psychic world. I had to speak with the animal spirit, and the animal spirit was simply like, I don't want to get treated. I just want to be like this. I want to stay away from humans. Probably the animal was raped by a human being or was beaten up a lot by somebody. So they had developed this fear and anger and hatred. It was not even evident hatred because animals are very compassionate, but that dog just could not trust any other person and wanted someone to be there all the time. And I was not able to be there all the time because I had other babies also, so I had to leave from there. And the person she was with, maybe she was not able to trust that person, maybe because of male gender or whatever the reason was, but we never really could not find. So I had to eventually accept that, she did not want to come to me. Otherwise, we foster many animals, and no one has ever left like that. No one has ever run away. Even if they go out for a walk or for a stroll, because street animals are free beings. I think a lot of us are like animals. We are very wild, we are very free. We are all connected by, and it's a compliment, don't take it in a negative way, it's a beautiful compliment. We are all connected to people via love. No one can tame us, no one can cage us, no one can force us to love another person. Similarly, when someone doesn't want to love us back, someone doesn't want to be with us, it's best to let them go, because they probably have lots and lots of karmic lessons to learn, or maybe few integral karmic lessons to learn, or maybe it is not divine timing, it is not divine orchestration. Even for those who are living under the same roof, I'm going to say the same thing. Maybe you are looking for a very lovey-dovey relationship right now, or you're looking for some romance to build in or some things to happen, but it's not happening. So you're feeling bad about it. You should not feel bad about it. Let the person do. You are having the physical presence of that person. Many people on this planet don't even have that. And for some people who are upset about the person going away from physical presence also, taking a break, then too I will say that there are people who still want to meet their one person or their divine counterpart. They still haven't met. So I think everybody has their own thing going. Then there are people who are trapped in really bad toxic marriages. They really want to be on the other side. They want to be single, they want to be free, they want to be able to date someone better, but they are not able to do it. So why am I sharing this? Is so that whosoever is in whatever situation right now, I would tell you that you are in the best situation because God has decided that situation for you, and God wants you to find your way back home from there only. If you're going to leave from there, because usually a lot of people who have the heavy masculine template, they like to run away. And when they run away, there is no running away really. They realize it much later, but they realize it. And for some people, much later could be 6 months. For some people, it could be 6 days. For some people, it could be 6 years. It totally depends, okay, from person to person. That's why for personal situations, you can get into a session with me. And the details are given in the description box. So now when I pick on to this energy, another thing that is very prominent that has been shown to me is that this person was actually looking for something. So when we fall in love, we should never look for something in return. Okay, love is not about getting something in return. Most of the relationships are not working these days, or there are problems in relationship is when you ask people like, why are you getting out of this relationship or this dynamic? They say that I'm not getting anything out of this relationship. And most people in karmic energies, I have heard it from many people actually, people who are in karmic relationships, they always say it. They always say this thing that, I'm not getting anything out of this person, or whatever I expected from this person, I'm not getting it. So this person was also like that. There was a time when they were also like that, and they probably were looking for something from the feminine counterpart, or as you are understanding by now, it is not about the gender. They were looking for something and they did not get that, basically. Their want or their desire was not kind of fulfilled. So maybe it was sexuality, maybe it was money, or maybe it was some kind of opportunity. Something was there that they were looking for, they did not get it, and then they decided to just move on, which is what I felt was not the right thing to do for that person. Okay, so I think this is where I'm gonna take a pause in this channeling session. I'm gonna come back to it and I will continue it, because there is some noise outside and it's kind of disturbing and distracting. So I'm gonna take a break here and I will come back to this reading. I will see you soon in another one. One love, peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.